Hello, and thanks for joining me for another Midweek Minute. This week, we're going to the New Testament book of Ephesians chapter 4 and verse 29. The Apostle Paul writes, "Do not let any unwholesome talk come out of your mouths, but only what is helpful for building up others in accordance to their needs." Now, normally when we hear a theological interpretation of this verse, our normal inclination is to speak to it in reference to what we would call profane language today, those curse words that have seemed to become so very prevalent in our culture today. Even in the lives of many Christians, it just becomes more accepted because it's so prevalent. You know, it's out there, it's in TV, it's in movies, it's obviously all over the internet with the advent of social media and Facebook Reels and YouTube Shorts and TikTok videos. You can just be kind of doom scrolling, as they say, through a topic of interest, and then all of a sudden you're hearing this profane language. And it's almost like when you hear it, you then question, why was it even necessary? Maybe in the workplace you hear someone using profanity and you go, why was that even necessary? It doesn't accomplish anything. And I guess at the end of the day, maybe there's a feeling of, well, it helped me get my point across. It was there for emphasis sake. But is it really, and does it really? It doesn't seem to. It seems like it just is there because it's so prevalent and it's become the accepted norm. Again, even in the lives of many believers who will say, you know, in that particular movie, well, I know it's got some language in it, but it's okay. Or in a certain TV series or a streaming series or a comedian that you really like to enjoy, you go, you know, I know they use really bad language, but they're so funny. When we stop and think about it, though, what does the Apostle Paul tell us? He says, don't let any unwholesome talk come out of our mouths, but what is useful for building up others, be that other believers or be that others around us who may not know the Lord, that we might have a chance to have a positive impact on their life. So today, as you ponder and think on that verse, do not let any unwholesome talk come out of your mouth. I hope you're encouraged to say, you know, society may be awash in the use of unwholesome talk, but I'm going to rise above. I'm going to stand a little above that. Not so I can be hoity-toity better than you, not so I can point the finger at me and go, well, look at me, but simply so I can heed the Apostle Paul's words, not let any unwholesome talk come from my mouth. Have a great week. I'll see you next week for another Midweek Minute.